Pyrotech is upgrading office technology by purchasing inkjet printers, LCD monitors, and memory chips. The total number of pieces of hardware purchased is 46. The cost of each inkjet printer, whatever, they give us some costs there. Glossing over some of that stuff. The total amount of money spent on new hardware came to a certain amount. They purchased 2 times as many memory chips as they did LCD monitors. Determine the number of each that was produced. Okay, so we're trying to figure out the number of inkjet printers, the number of LCD monitors, and the number of memory chips that were purchased. I'm going to go ahead and call this X, that Y, and this Z. Just the number of each of these that are purchased. Alright, so I've defined my variables. Now I have 3 variables, so I need 3 separate equations, so let me just look through this. First off, the total number of hardware pieces, hardware purchased, whatever, is 46, so I can get X plus Y plus Z equals 46. The cost of each, yada yada yada, the total amount of money spent is this amount. So they gave us the cost of each and the total amount of money spent. Well, if we have an equation that relates the amount of money spent, we know the amount of money spent on inkjet printers is 109 times the number of inkjet printers. Similarly, 129 times Y and 89 times Z for memory chips. And in total, this should be 47.74. Okay. The only thing we haven't really used so far is that they purchased 2 times as many memory chips as they did LCD monitors. And be very careful with this. You know, one of these is twice the other one. We know that. We have memory chips and LCD monitors, so we're going to be talking about Y and Z. Either it's going to be Y equals 2Z or 2Y equals Z. We need to figure out which one of these we're actually going for. You know, one of them is twice the other. So if you can figure out how to rephrase this so you can use a direct translation, that would be one way to go. But I'm just going to say, okay, they purchased 2 times as many memory chips as they did LCD monitors. Let's say they purchased, I don't know, 20 memory chips. That means they would purchase 10 LCD monitors. Twice as many of these as those. Okay, that seems reasonable. Now let's see which of these equations actually is satisfied by these 2 values. Memory chips is Z, and LCD monitors is Y. Which of these equations is satisfied by those 2 values? Well, if I say 10 equals 2 times 20, that one does not work. But 2 times 10 equals 20, that one does work. So this equation right here, 2y equals z, is the one we're actually after. Now, the fact that I put a 10 and a 20 there, I was just using that as an example to kind of root out which of these equations was correct. But there we go. We have our 3 equations. In order to put this into an augmented matrix, I need to put this one into standard form. So I'll subtract z from both sides to go 2y minus z equals 0. And my augmented matrix would look like this: 111, 46, 109, 129, 89, 47, 74. I'm going to go 0, 2, negative 1, 0. This one's a little bit weird, that last one, but 0x, 2y, negative 1z equals 0. So we end up with 0, 2, negative 1, 0. We would plug that into the calculator or to the sys solver, and we would get our answer from there.